There is a thread that connects all these top artists that are making waves and promoting the image of Nigerian nation across the world. Yes, they all have great talent, but there is something else that connects them. Yes, each and every one of them is a member of Coson, Copyright Society of Nigeria, Africa's fastest growing copyright collective management organization, which has revolutionized the management of copyright royalty collection and distribution in music in Nigeria and given exceptional verve to the Nigerian music industry.
Practically every top musician in Nigeria is a Coson member. Such musicians as Two-Face Idibia,
D'banj,
emergency, emergency, you never see me coming through. Emergency, emergency, you never see me coming up.
Olamide,
Pepe them gang, go ya, oh baby, ha, this thing for your bag.
Dr. Seed, Banky W, Wiz Kid,
Baby, come closer.
Nice, Sonny Neji, Flavor, Chidinma,
I've fallen in love with you, oh. I have fallen in love with you. I've made up my mind for you, oh.
Rugged Man, Midnight Crew,
Timmy Dakolo,
Ojo, Timaya, Solid Star, Ras Kimono,
Adewale Ayuba, Chris Ajilo,
Team Godfrey, and thousands of others.
Daddy reggae play the blues,
Some of the new names in the Coson family are Harry Song, Davido,
I love you, no mean say. If you say make I put one up for fire, 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 burn. I go put one for fire.
Aramide, Bez, T-Jan, Small Doctor, CDQ, Skooky, Miss Kiss, Simi, and Praise from Extreme, Prince SB, Omolawal, Osula, Toby Gray, Techno from Triple MJ, and so on. For many decades, despite what the law says, music was broadcast freely on radio and TV stations across Nigeria as if the music belonged to no one. In Nigerian hotels, music was also freely dished out to all comers, while the hotels and similar public entertainment were laughing to the bank with proceeds from the abuse of the intellectual property rights of Nigerian artists. The creators and investors in the music industry groaned in poverty and penury. Coson has brought those days to an end. Connected to the recent explosion in Nigerian music is the emergence of Coson, approved on May 20, 2010, to manage the collection and distribution of copyright royalties arising from public and commercial use of musical works and sound recordings in Nigeria. With Coson standing firm, the days of the locust are over. No one dares casually abuse the intellectual property rights of a Nigerian artist today. Oh, not anymore. Any person who now deploys music in a public or commercial setting in Nigeria without a valid Coson license is looking for big trouble.
Coson, with its team of no-nonsense lawyers, takes no prisoners.
This is Coson House. May I help you?
As Coson celebrates the achievements of uncommon dreams, this unique Nigerian organization continues to celebrate the commissioning in 2017 of the sparkling Coson House with world-class facilities. Coson House is the first real property owned by any Nigerian association, union, society or group in the creative industry. In Coson House, Copyright Society of Nigeria has spared nothing to set up a building that does not only house the corporate headquarters of Africa's fastest growing collective management organization, but within which has been assembled compact facilities for study, research, training, retraining and continuous dissemination of information to ensure that the concept of intellectual property takes root in Nigeria and that Nigerians become an important player in the new global knowledge economy. Coson House accommodates the largest database of music in the nation, with millions of entries run on documentation platforms like the WIPO-designed WIPOCOS and the CSAC Sysnet. Coson House also houses the Cosonet, a digital platform that electronically monitors the public use of music across the country and assists in empirical distribution of music copyright royalties to copyright owners. Another digital platform running at Coson House is CLAP, the Coson Licensing Application Platform, which allows any potential user of music to easily obtain a license for the use of the music at any time from anywhere. The Coson Library provides books, magazines, legislations and other publications related to copyright and other areas of intellectual property. It also has resources in print and electronic form for those who want to understand the history and development in Nigeria's copyright journey. The arena, which has played host to stars of every color, is gradually becoming a hub for those who want to deepen their knowledge of the intriguing subject of copyright and other forms of intellectual property.
If you follow wetin dem talk, you no go make am at all.
It is instructive that Coson did not get 1 naira from any government in Nigeria to finance Coson House. Not $1 came from a donor agency or any foreign institution.
Coson did not take a loan of any type from any bank to execute this significant project. Coson is not owing a penny on Coson House or any of the world-class facilities contained in the building. Coson House, therefore, belongs to musicians across Nigeria and other stakeholders in the music industry forever, without any encumbrances whatsoever. It is the product of diligence and the most prudent management of resources. It may surprise people to know that none of the thousands of members of Coson has paid a penny to join Coson. There are no application fees, no subscription fees, no monthly dues. Coson members pay nothing. Coson may be the only organization in Nigeria in which a member does not pay any money but is entitled to regular income.
Baby mi kajo maroki. Baby mi kajo maroki.
Knowledge is power.
Copyright Society of Nigeria has spared nothing in high-level capacity building and the training of its personnel. The staff of Coson are continuously exposed to quality training across the world. Many times, some of the most revered experts in the world of intellectual property have been brought into the country to give intensive training to the staff, management, and even the members of the Coson board.
That is why Coson is run on the cutting edge of trends in the world of copyright collective management. The Coson management team is led by General Manager Mr. Chinedu Angus Chukwuji. Chukwuji is easily Nigeria's best trained expert in copyright collective management. He holds a bachelor's degree in project management and an MBA. He also holds a Master's in Intellectual Property (MIP), obtained under the sponsorship of the World Intellectual Property Organization (WIPO). The widely traveled Chukwuji has also received specialized training in Norway, Vietnam, United Kingdom, South Africa, Zimbabwe, and several other places.
Coson has grown to become Nigeria's most powerful organization in the creative sector, with a management style and structure that most blue-chip organizations would envy. We have distributed royalties every year since our approval, with reciprocal representation agreements covering about 140 collective management organizations across the globe. We have spread our tentacles beyond what anyone could have imagined 7 years ago. Without one kobo received from the government, I am happy that Coson is financially and organizationally very stable. Every Coson member is important to the society. We observe every rule in the book, and our internal democracy is second to none. At Coson, whatever money belongs to a stakeholder will get to him. We do not joke. We do not joke at all about transparency and accountability.
Assalamu alaikum fa autant comme je proper. Assalamu alaikum fa autant comme je proper.
In 2014, Coson signed a historic agreement with the entire broadcast industry in Nigeria under the auspices of the Broadcasting Organization of Nigeria (BON) and Independent Broadcasting Association of Nigeria (IBAN). The agreement mandates every broadcast station in Nigeria to pay royalties to Coson for all music broadcast. The watershed agreement brought to an end the bitter struggle between the Nigerian broadcast industry and the music industry, which lasted over 40 years. It will be recalled that by 2013, Coson had instituted 9 different court actions related to copyright infringement against some of Nigeria's biggest broadcast stations such as Silverbird, Cool FM, Wazobia FM, AIT, Ray Power, Beat FM, Classic, Smooth FM, Brilla, etc. The resultant crisis led to the announced ban of the broadcast of music of many top Nigerian artists by radio stations in Nigeria.
And if you are new in the game, make you go pay your tithes.
After months of tough negotiations, an agreement was finally reached and the court cases withdrawn. The year before, Coson reached a similar agreement with the hotel industry through the Hotel and Personnel Service Employers Association (HOPC) and the Hotel Owners Forum Abuja (HOFA). This was also preceded by several legal actions. Coson has recently also reached agreements with some key players in the telecoms industry to ensure that music copyright owners in Nigeria receive appropriate income for their works exploited through the telcos, which have become key distributors of music in Nigeria. East, West, North and South, Coson has the back of practitioners in the Nigerian music industry.
Yeah, the love of money is the root of all evil. Yeah, you need some money to fight the evil. Yeah, you need some money to do many things. Yeah, everybody's struggling for some money. Yeah, Babazi, 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 yeah, Babazi, 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 yeah.
This is Benis Eriamehe. Benis Eriamehe is Head of Finance and Administration at Coson The graduate of accounting with an MBA belongs to several professional bodies, amongst which are the Nigerian Institute of Management (NIM), Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria (ICAN), and Institute of Loan and Risk Management of Nigeria. Ms. Eremehe, who speaks fluent French, has significant international work experience, especially in France.
Not in any financial year since Coson was approved have we failed to have our accounts professionally audited and all necessary details sent to our members, filed with the Nigerian Copyright Commission, the Corporate Affairs Commission, and the International Confederation of Authors Society, CISAC, of which Coson is a member. We have never filed any of these out of time. Across Africa, Coson is regarded as one of the most professional collective management organizations and a pride to Nigeria. At Coson, we are thorough. There is this assumption that every Nigerian organization is corrupt and ineffective. Coson is very different. At Coson, we maintain the highest international standards, and there is zero tolerance for any kind of shady dealings. Anyone who has worked with my chairman, Chief Tony Okoroji, will tell you that he is a stickler for excellence and details. Most people know him as an artist. Few people know that he has a degree in management. He is so insistent that no one at Coson should ever engage in any kind of hanky-panky. That is why at both the board and management levels, Coson is stable. Coson is by any standard the most transparent, most accountable, and most stable organization in the history of the Nigerian creative industry.
Shine your eyes, shine your eyes, shine your eyes, shine your eyes. You better shine your eyes, shine your eyes, shine your eyes, shine your eyes.
Issa Aruna is head of Data Tech at Coson. The graduate of Economics and Statistics from the University of Benin has received substantial copyright management training locally and internationally.
Much of what we do here in Coson is automated. Our operation is driven by specialized intellectual property rights management software. Coson is building the biggest database in the history of the music industry in Nigeria, with hundreds of thousands of pieces of valuable information.
Vincent Adawaisi is a Coson head of membership. He has received copyright training in Norway, Botswana, Zimbabwe, and several other places.
At Coson, we treat every member as king, and any issue brought by them is given prompt attention. Believe me, Coson is working.
Also in the documentation department are Olawale Oyesoya, Uchechukwu Ugobuegu, Yemi Oyerinde, and Ezine Chukwu. The Coson Licensing Department, the engine room of Africa's fastest growing collective management organization, is run by a crack and well-trained team headed by Miss Anne Okomi. The team are Miss Patience Adudu, Miss Keji Odumbaku, Mr. Kingsley Okike, Mr. Simon Overa, and Miss Deborah Animashao.
The licensing team works with a network of consultants spread across the country.
Oh my God. Ours is a very tough job. It's the responsibility of my team to explain to users out there that music is property and owned by someone or a group of people, so that wherever this music is deployed in a public or commercial situation, a license must be obtained and payments made. We face a lot of resistance out there, but at Coson, we have been trained to be tough too.
Chibueze Moses Okereke, popularly called CMO, is the public affairs mastermind at Coson. He is a thoroughbred journalist who used to be entertainment editor at one of Nigeria's favorite newspapers. Okereke, the journalist's journalist, holds a master's degree in communications.
At Coson, we understand that the culture of respect for intellectual property rights in our country is a work in progress. We therefore deploy different communication tools with which we must engage our different publics. We organize several interactive programs at which practitioners are free to ask any questions on any aspect of copyright management. The events include the Stakeholders Forum, the No Music Day, the Big Info Day, the Digital Music Summit, and the incomparable event of the Coson Week, held every 2 years. At Coson, communication is job number 1.
While Coson deploys traditional media in its various forms, Coson maintains a vibrant presence in the varied new media platform. Tolulokpe Balogun is the Coson New Media Guru. A graduate of the Federal University of Technology Akure, he also has a degree in new media and research from Ireland-based e-learning provider Allison.
We maintain an active website, www.cosonng.com, and retain a strong presence across all social media platforms, notably Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, and Periscope, with which we interact and stream all our events live. We also deploy Skype for controlled communication. At Coson, our social media imprint is wide and strong.
We get this fine girl I love her, yes I love her. Every time I see her we dey act mondo. I see her for banana but she dey live for Igondo. She say I got though, I say na God though. That's what she dey so man.
Ms. Sibi Walsh-Pam is Legal Officer, General Counsel at Coson. Before joining Coson, Ms. Walsh-Pam, who is a consummate lawyer, worked with a famous Lagos law firm. It is her job to continuously sharpen and coordinate legal matters from inside the management of Coson and vigorously assist the various legal teams that deal with Coson issues across the country.
My job is to ensure that Coson effectively deploys the law to protect and promote the interests of our members and our affiliates. I take my job very seriously. It is really exciting to be a part of this new world of intellectual property and the knowledge economy.
Coson has at its disposal by far the most powerful network of intellectual property legal talents ever assembled in Nigeria and spread across the nation, and working every day to make sure that the Coson revolution is a non-stop movement. One of the firms is the celebrated Alliance Law Firm, headed by thoroughbred lawyer and senior advocate of Nigeria, Uche Val Obi. Also working for Coson is the firm of G.O. Shodikbo & Co., led by IP Wizkid and founding president of the Intellectual Property Law Association of Nigeria, IPLAN, Professor Bankole Shodikbo. Another of the powerful Coson legal team is Creative Legal, led by Mr. Justin Ige, the well-known albatross across the neck of infringers of music copyrights across Nigeria.
Once we get instructions from Coson, we act swiftly. The law is not a piece of artwork to be admired.
Also in the Coson Rapid Response legal team are White Dove Solicitors, led by James Ononewu, and Commercial Practice Solicitors, with their principal as Tochukwu Tagbo. Key members of the Coson Rapid Response legal team are Barrister Austin C. Ezendu of Apostle and Proxy Solicitors, Barrister Roxon Igelige of Felix Igelige and Associates, Barrister George Ohioma of George Ohioma Chambers, Patrick Isiekene of Patrick Isiekene and Co., and Barrister James Ibo of Basic Right Council.
You can love me now, don't love me later, cause me no want any favor when I'm making.
Driving the Coson Revolution is a management board made up of key professionals representing various interests in the Nigerian music industry. Among the Coson board members are renowned composers and performers like the Afro Juju superstar Sir Shino Peters.
I am proud to be a member of the board of Coson. We are here to change and uplift music industry. We can bet it. Trust our chairman. Trust all the members of the board. We are going to places together to change the life of Nigerian artists.
Rubber dub master, the reggae toaster Ras Kimono.
Coson, let the music pay. This is a dub master Ras Kimono. Me say, hey yo, I'm a board of director in Coson, right? So, and we're doing a creative thing for musicians, dead, alive, and future. So, if you believe in Coson, come over and join me and make your money. Coson, let the music pay.
The sweet singer Azizat, popularly called the Queen of Love.
Yes, so awesome. The music is paying. I mean, Coson is working and the music is paying. And it's not just paying Nigerian artists, it's paying artists worldwide.
And star gospel singer Kenny St. Brown, aka KSB.
Hello. My name is KSB and I'm on the board of directors of Coson. Coson is working and music is paying.
Also on the Coson board are the musicologist John Ewelukwa Udegbunam, the immediate past national president of the powerful Music Label Owners and Recording Industries Association of Nigeria, Moran.
And engineer Sharon Esco Wilson, national president, Music Producers and Marketers Association of Nigeria, NUPMAN. On the Coson board, a high-life singer and leader of Energy Band, Maureen Ejezie Uso, ace drummer and composer, Richard Cole, and Uche Emeka Paul, music publisher and national public relations officer of Moran.
See, I'm counting my money so I can't hear you. What? Say I'm counting my money so I can't hear you.
Chief Tony Okoroji is chairman of the Coson board. The former president of PMAN, who is one of Africa's best-known experts on intellectual property and an untiring campaigner for the respect of the rights of creative people across the continent, is the author of the celebrated book, Copyright and the New Millionaires.
While there is still a lot of work to do, I'm very proud of what we have done at Coson. It is an example that Nigerians can excel in whatever field if we put our minds to it. Next time someone says to you that nothing works in Nigeria, shake your head and look at the person in the face and say to him, Coson is working.